consistency part, man, and the dedication. That's the hardest part to this. To not even with the gym, like this with life, period, man. Because people set small goals, or somebody will set a big goal, and I tell people just to set small goals first. Hit your small goals, because with that big goal, it's like it seems like you're never gonna get there, right? You're never gonna get there. That mountain is so hard to climb, and then like once you get halfway there, you're like, dang, I'm not there yet, and you kind of lose momentum and you lose morale. But as you hit small goals, okay, boom, I hit this goal, check that off. On to the next one. What's next? I'm ready for the next one. So that's how I do my clients.
Thanks all for tuning in to Dreamcatchers, where we make things happen. Dreamcatchers was formally launched to unlock the hidden potential in successful, self-motivated individuals who desire to take their life's work to the next level but need support to evolve. We are a collective group of professionals with various backgrounds that use our talents to assist those individuals in realizing their wildest dreams by providing education, inspiration, and direction. This podcast is where we share the lessons we've learned along the way to catching our dreams and give you some context around the how and the why to each approach to put you further ahead on the journey to catching your dream. Are you ready?
Welcome to the Dreamcatchers Podcast. I'm your host, Jerome, and I got the distinct pleasure of having the big homie, Rick Lou, on the podcast today, man. Rick, what's been going on, man? This is the 4th December in a row where we've had a conversation like this, man.
That's facts, man. I mean, that must mean good things are happening, right?
Hey, still free, I could tell. You called in. You were at the gym, man. What's been going on? Give the people a little bit of your background. Tell them what you got going on.
Background, NT, State University graduate. Played with my man, Jerome, on the Blue Depth defense, man. Graduated with a food nutrition dietetics degree. Used that degree to further work in the hospital in the healthcare area here in Charlotte, North Carolina, for about 8 years. Wasn't comfortable there because that wasn't my vision to be there. So went to the entrepreneurial spotlight, started my own business from the ground up while working at the hospital. Long days, long nights, you know the story, how that goes. And built it into what it is now, man, AIP Fitness. Anything is possible fitness. So I'm going 4.5 years strong now, man. 4.5 years strong. A lot of opportunities going on outside of fitness. With social media being a big platform for that. And I'm just using all utilities, and I'm just branching arms, man, with building relationships with a whole lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, man. Like you said, still free, bro.
So tell me, like, what all does AIP Fitness offer?
AIP Fitness offers personal training, group training, corporate training. I specialize in all types of training, man. So I don't just stick to one thing. With a sports background that I have, and the human anatomy education that I have, I can really hit everybody and, not have an excuse not to train anybody. So I train from the elderly to little kids, man, who are just starting to play sports or whatever, house moms, professionals. So it's like a one-stop shop here with me, man. Like I said, I do group training, and I'm very picky who I choose to work with. You don't choose me, I choose you. So that's the way that goes. A lot of personal trainers, man, they get into this business, and they're in it for like a quick buck, man. You know what I'm saying? So with me, it's about longevity. I'm not chasing a dollar. I don't need to chase a dollar. I'm about chasing people who are about their health. You know what I'm saying? And about their well-being. So my thing is longevity in the game. I'd rather have a client that's going to be with me for a little while, for the long run, than rather be, I got a wedding to get ready for 4 weeks. That's the ones I turn away. But I also have a fitness apparel line, AIP Fitness Apparel. That's been going on since I started the business, because the advertisement is big. So anytime your clients or people who support your business are able to wear your clothing, you're getting advertisement when you're not even there. So it's not the clothing business is not even about making money to me. The clothing business is about advertisement when I'm not there. So I got clients in London, man, Texas.
Wait, how you're in Charlotte? How does that work?
It's online training.
Okay.
I do online training, man. So with the online training, social media, man. So I try to tell people, use social media as a tool, bro. Like that is so huge, man. To this day, I still can't believe that. I believe it, but it just hits me crazy because it's like, dang, I got a client in London, England, bro. Like it's crazy. She across the water, man. She getting the same results as the clients is here. You know what I'm saying? I post her all the time. Her name is Victoria out of London. She gets crazy results, and she just follows the blueprint I lay out for her.
So you send them the workout and the nutrition plan, and then they do the work, right?
Yep. And I check in on them every week. Really with social media, like every day, bro. Like I need you to let me know how you doing, how you feeling, how your moods are. So and through that, just like we're doing now, just like we're through the telephone, that's how we talk. You know what I'm saying? It's just that easy, yo. You know, and I describe the exercises to the T. Even if I got to get on here and for a quick 5 minutes to show her how to do it, I'll do that.
So I guess last week I reached out to Rick and I said, man, let's have a conversation about consistency and discipline, because I'm seeing so many people put in half the work, want more than half the result or the whole result or the result and a half. And I don't understand where the disconnect is. So you work with people on a day-to-day basis who are trying to affect the change in their body. And so what's the difference between the people that actually get the results that they want and the people who don't?
Those two words right there, man. But one with the consistency part, man, and the dedication, that's the hardest part to this. To not even with the gym, like this with life, period, man. Because people set small goals, or somebody will set a big goal, and I tell people just to set small goals first. Hit your small goals, because with that big goal, it's like it seems like you're never gonna get there, right? You're never gonna get there. That mountain is so hard to climb, and then like once you get halfway there, you're like, dang, I'm not there yet, and you kind of lose momentum and you lose morale. But as you hit small goals, okay, boom, I hit this goal, check that off. On to the next one. What's next? I'm ready for the next one. So that's how I do my clients. Every 5 weeks, we take pictures. We'll take pictures on the first day. We'll take pictures on the 5th week. And from that 5th week, you see, oh, man, I made this much transformation. I can't wait to the next week. Like, they're excited. Every 5 weeks, they're excited to see what's coming next. You know what I'm saying? So that part, with me being a personal trainer and a coach, is make sure that I hold them accountable for being consistent. The dedication part, dedication is totally up to that person. Now, with my clients, the dedication is me. It starts with me personally. If you see that I'm out here getting it every day, no excuses, then that's gonna make you feel a little guilty. It's gonna make you put in the effort to be, okay, well, my trainer is getting it in every day, all day. I have no excuses. You know what I'm saying? So I got to get it done, because I only work out with him 2-3 days a week. And he's working out 6 or 7 days a week. So I keep them at a standard, man. And it starts with me. Everybody knows, even with sports, it starts from the top. You see what I'm saying? So with that, if you're the leader of any company, if you're the leader of any organization, you have to be the pillar. You have to be the snake, the head of the snake. It starts with you. So the dedication part, that's what I think. It starts with the person at the top, then it trickles down to your clients.
So you lead them by example.
Lead by example, man. You gotta, if you walk the walk, you gotta talk it. You know what I'm saying? Talk it, you gotta walk it, baby. That's his point blank period.
It was funny. One day you were like, if your trainer doesn't look the way that you want to look, why would you ever hire him as a trainer?
Facts.
Like, you got to actually live the message, right?
You got to, man. You got to. And I see so much of that, man. And no shade on any trainer or whatever like that, but not even saying you got to be G.I. Joe-ish looking, you know what I'm saying? But if you have a craft that you're working at least practice your craft, man. You know what I'm saying?
Practitioner.
Right, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that. You got to have that. Not to say you got to have a look. You don't have to look like me or anybody else, but just look like you're working your craft. If you're a doctor, you know what I'm saying? If you're a doctor, I need you to look like a doctor. You're not gonna come in with the starter jacket on in the office saying that you're a doctor, right? I need you in your lab coat. I need you with the joint around your neck. You look like a doctor, man.
Put the uniform on.
Put the uniform on, man.
All right. So, I mean, what do you tell the people who say, all right, Rick, I'm gonna come do this workout, but I'm not gonna do the meal plan. I'm still eating McDonald's. I'm still drinking sweet tea. I want these changes, but I'm not willing to make the sacrifice, bartering, the price of admission to get what they want.
Well, I'm not taking that person on, dog. So I don't run into that, because that consultation, we sit down, we talk about all that. See, if that's the problem that you've been having over the years, obviously leading up to this point, I'm talking to you about all of this consultation. We're sitting down, we're talking about everything at the consultation before I even take you on. I don't the way I operate, it's not like, okay, well, you want to start with me? Okay, you're going to start on the 1st, meet me at the gym. Nah, we're going to have a sit-down consultation for about 30 to 45 minutes. We're going to talk about everything, covering injuries, meal plan, the work that you do, everything. We're covering everything, man. If you got any type of past injuries, et cetera, we're talking about everything there. So with that consultation, that further lets me know if I should take you on or not. Because I ask certain type of questions to without the person knowing, without even being nosy, and letting that person know that, look, you may be a fit for me, you may not be a fit for me. Because everybody's not a fit for everybody. That's just real. You see what I'm saying? So with that, if you're telling me, I have trouble with fast food and I just can't give up McDonald's, even though we're gonna train, I'm gonna still eat it. Well, at this point, I don't think we're a good fit. Cause I'm gonna be the type of guy, bro. Like I'm texting you. I'm gonna ask you to send me what you eating. I'm looking on your social media to see what you post. Oh, I'm big on that, bro. Any of my clients can tell you that I will look on these stories, if they out on vacation or they out just chilling for the night. I need to see what you eat, because I'm gonna be able to tell in your workouts the next day.
Accountability.
Oh man, all day, and they that's what it's about, man. Like, I wouldn't be doing my job if I wasn't doing that. And it's not even me lurking, anything like that. That's me. Okay, now you've been busting your tail this whole whatever amount of time, and now you're doing this. I could tell if you're sluggish. You know that, dog. You play sports, man.
Right,
I could tell
right.
Sluggish if you. I could tell what you've been doing. Like, I had one this morning, 5:15 in the morning, with 15 minutes into the workout. She's like, I think I'm about to throw up. So you had a bad weekend, didn't you? And she just looked at me, and she was like, I can't even say nothing to you because I did. On Saturday, I had like 4 sodas. I messed up. So I can tell.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they feel guilty because they know that you care for them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That you care for their progress. So once you put that type of effort into your clients, man, they'll run through a wall for you, bro. Just like if you're a coach for any sports team, you'll run through a wall for a coach. You would have ran through a wall for Lee. After Lee gave one of his speeches, you run through a wall for him, right? See what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
certain people you can do things for, man.
So tell me, man, like, how'd you get to the point where you wouldn't just take anybody? Like, how did you get to the place in your business where it's like, I get to pick who's going to be getting services from me versus the other way around?
Lessons. Early on, I did that. That's what I did. I was just, trying to build up my roster, trying to build my business up. So I would take on about anybody. And at that point, who wanted to train with me. There was a lot of people that wanted to train with me. So at that time, if you was able to fit in that schedule of my work schedule, which was 6:30 to 6:30 at the hospital. So if I can get you in the morning at 5, or if I can get you in the evening at 7:30 through 10 o'clock, 10:30, then I would have took you. But as time went on, I was just learning the business of, okay, well, this person is not going to be accountable because they keep calling out. So I sat down for a while, man. Just wrote out some things. Ages. All right, so let's start with the ages. So where's the problem is at? Okay, so these ages 18 through 23, 24, I shouldn't take these people on. Number one, because they don't have any responsibility. They look at personal training as a luxury, not a priority. So at that age, 18, 23, you're not really worried about, health. At that age, you still kind of eat what you want to eat. Those are like college years. You see what I'm saying? So you're not looking at a personal trainer as a priority or on your list of bills, due power, mortgage, rent car payment. You're not looking at it like that. Now, that's how I eliminated that. So I don't train anybody 18 to 25. So my ranges right now is from 26 and up. Unless it's a kid whose parent is paying for them. That's totally different. You know what I'm saying? So, and most of the time, at that point, I'm training their parents. I'm training the parent and the kid at the same time. So that eliminated that part. Then I got to thinking about, okay, well, I need to work with clients that are financially responsible. I don't need them to have all the money in the world, but you need to put me on your list of priorities. You see what I'm saying? So that in that space, that's when I got to be like, okay, well, now I can pick and choose who I work with.
Right.
And it's that at that point you become exclusive. Everybody wants to work with you, but everybody can't work with you. So and that only makes people want to work with you more.
Hey guys, back in 2016, me and the team decided to formalize Dreamcatchers as an organization that can help people achieve their wildest dreams. If this is you, please visit our website at dreamshouldbereal.com in order to find out the details of our services and how we can help you become a Dreamcatcher. Talk to you soon.
Right. So your client list probably dropped initially when you made this shift.
Big time. Yeah, it dropped. But that was a loss I was willing to have because it really wasn't doing nothing but wasting me time anyway, bro. Because I would go to the gym and these people not showing up. You see what I'm saying? Now that energy could have been used toward me finding somebody else, working with somebody else, giving somebody a free session to let them know what I do, and then have them as a client. So I just look at that as a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Drop, maybe 5-6 people drop off. But now I look back on it, that was a lesson well learned, man, because my roster is at a good 30 plus with not include my online training.
Nice.
And it's consistent.
That's a solid business right there.
And it's consistent. No drop off. And I have a waiting list, like for real. And it only gets better. So with the more exposure that I get via social media, all this, it only makes things bigger.
So what happened in your world where you ended up in this place where you had this consistency and discipline as a lifestyle, right? This isn't fly by night. This isn't something you put it on. This is the way you live. So how did you cultivate that?
Man, that's been since I was younger. I've always lived on a schedule. Always, since I was playing sports since I was 8. So it's always been a schedule. Football, school, basketball, school, summertime, AAU basketball, schedule. Boom, boom, boom. There's never been a time of lacking. So college, you already know how that schedule was. That was a job, bro. So that's 4 more years of that. So all that did was, okay, now you're in the real world, step 2 real world, college real world, step 2 real world, now you got a job. Now you have to, you got a family. So you got to, every bit of time is, what I do, I hate to waste a minute. I really do, man. I hate to be unproductive, not doing anything. That bugs me. That drives me crazy, man. If I have any time where I'm not doing anything, I get the relaxing part where you got to sit back and relax a little bit. But if I have a day, which is rare, that I'm not doing anything, that just bugs me, bro. So the consistent part, working out, man, if I have a slot to where, like, for example, I have a 5:15, a 6:15, and then I don't have anybody till 9 o'clock, I'm going to work out. I'm not wasting that in between time. I'm going to work out. I'll push out everything I got to do within those 2 hours or hour and a half, and then I'll get back to my work. Because then there's more time in the day. I can fill that spot up with something else. I could run an errand or something. I can have lunch with my daughter. You see what I'm saying? Things like that. So just being consistent and staying on the schedule is huge for me, man.
When you look at the way that you live your life and people talk about, hey, man, it's too rigorous. There's too much going on. And you see the people who are free, right? They just do whatever with their time. Do you see a big difference in the amount of productivity you have and the amount that you enjoy your life compared to them?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. One, I'm enjoying life because I do what I want to do, and I do it. I'm free. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a boss. I don't have nobody to answer to. I'm my business. You see what I'm saying? So I can't explain it, man. Like I sit back and think about it sometimes, like from what I was talking to my wife about this other night, like from what I was to what we are now, like it's crazy, bro. Like how you was an employee, but I've never should have been an employee. But God take you through steps and have you learn things. And I definitely appreciate, you know what I'm saying, what I went through, because that only made what I do now even more better, man. When I hear stories about employees and corporate work and all this, bro, I'll be like, yo, I don't even hit it. Like, I've been there, done that. Like, I'm so carefree, yo. Like, I can sit down at Chipotle at like 12 o'clock and eat, no rush. You know what I'm saying? I could just
2 bowls. You're not eating 1 bowl. You're eating 2 bowls at Chipotle.
Two.
With extra meat.
Taking my time with it too, bro, if I need to. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a big difference, yo. But all that leads back to the build-up from the 8 years at the hospital, going through those days of getting up at 4 a.m., that grind for 3 years, you know what I'm saying, with no sleep, 3 years, 3 hours of sleep per day. We're talking about Sunday through Sunday. The same, like, people don't see the behind the scenes work that you do. People don't see you getting up early in the morning when it's dark. People are still sleep, getting up so early with birds is not even up. That's how early. And the thing is, I still get up, I still operate like that to this day, though. Because I find myself more productive if you get up early, get your work done and over with, and you become more accessible to clients, because you have clients that go to work at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and you're able to train them at 5 o'clock. Okay, well, then I can go to this trainer because he can train at 5. Other trainers told me they'll start till 8 o'clock. Nah, I'm going to start at 5. That separates me from everybody else. You see what I'm saying? So that's another big thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'll sacrifice some sleep for that. That's no problem. Because by the time everybody gets up, go to work, I'm done.
That's wild. That's wild. So over the course of this journey, has there ever been a time when you're like, man, this is harder than I expected it to be. It'd just be easier for me to go back and get a job?
Not at all. Not at all. I've been through so much harder things than this. This is nothing, yo. I'll be sleepy some days, but it's just sleepiness, bro. There's nothing. I've been doing more pain in sports than what I do now. You know what I'm saying? Or what I've done to build the business. You know what I'm saying? So, I would never. I never had that thought ever in my mind. It's more been about what can I do more to push my business. There's always something, like I'm always having my wheels turning. Like, what can I do more? And then I have to sit back and realize, yo, like you've done a lot thus far, but because I get those Facebook memories sometimes on my phone, I'll be like, dang, man, it's been like the years go by so fast because your head is to the ground and you grinding and you're not looking up. You see what I'm saying? And you just grinding. And once you look up, you look back at those pictures and those memories. It's like, dang, it's 2014 when I started. You know what I'm saying?
How far I've come.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so it's big, man. God is great. Just for giving me the vision. You see what I'm saying? And the courage just to jump out there and get it done, bro, and set the tone.
So where's AIP Fitness going?
It's going as far as there is no limit, man. Really, there's no limit. I know we talk about this every December, man, and it's going good, man. I just did like a modeling gig in Miami this past week, so that's going to open up doors. I did that to open up doors for more opportunities. So you're looking at opportunities for commercials like Champs and Nike, Reebok, things like that. So I kind of had to get out of my comfort zone to do that. But that's the same thing leading back to building a business. That was uncomfortable. So I had to go through that again to go, to open up some more doors for 2020. Because it's about building relationships, man, and being uncomfortable. And being uncomfortable is the best place that you can be at. It's the best place that you can be at because you have no choice but to fight it. You see what I'm saying?
Come on.
It's like
being uncomfortable is the best place you can be? Come on. Nobody wants to be uncomfortable.
Being uncomfortable is the best place you can be, bro. It's the best place you can be because hey, look, you're going to either get down or then lay down. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You got that 500 on your back in the squat rack. You gonna get down there? You gonna push it up? That's what you gonna do. You got the 500 on your back, Rome. What you gonna do, bro?
You gotta stand up, man.
You
can't fold under the pressure.
That's it.
You can't crumble.
That's it, man. That's it, bro. So that's the thing, yo. You can't crumble, yo. And the thing about it is, and everybody wants to be an entrepreneur nowadays.
It's cool, right? It's trendy,
bruh. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Everybody wants to flex for social media, but nobody wants to do the work.
The work. So it's actually work on the backside of what you're doing?
There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work. The work that doesn't get seen. Everybody sees the videos and everybody sees that, but they don't see the actual work where, you got to get your ass up at 4 o'clock in the morning, hit that alarm about 3 times, hit the snooze button, you know what I'm saying? Have your old lady like, yo, get up. When she does that anyway, she be sleeping at the time.
Sleeping right through it. Right. So what's the one thing you want people to take away from this conversation, Rick?
Man, the one thing I want y'all to take away from it, man, is about, like we started with, consistency and dedication, man. If you have those 2 pillars as the foundation of you starting a business or you starting anything, man, just life in general, just be consistent with anything that you do and be dedicated to it. If you start something, finish it, If you start something, finish it, man. If you put those, I'm telling you, you put those 2 things together, consistency and dedication, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. You just gotta see things through. There's gonna be some dark times. That's a guarantee. There's gonna be some dark times. There's 3 things in life that's gonna happen, Well, 4. All right. You're born. You pay taxes. There's gonna be some hard times in life. Point blank, period. There is no denying that. Nobody goes through life in a straight road. There's curves in it. You know what I'm saying? And 4 is you're gonna die. Those are guarantees. So once you accept those 4 guarantees, then you can start to plan your life and live your life, man. I mean, it is what it is, yo. You got to live your life, but you got to be consistent and you got to have that dedication to whatever it is that you do, yo.
So what do you do in the dark times? What do you do when it's hard?
1, pray. And then after I pray, I get to work. You know what I'm saying? So there's no need to have excuses. That's a pet peeve of mine. I can't stand excuses, yo. Can't have no excuses. Pray to God, let him know the problem, ask him for the help. Then you go do the work. Go do the work, yo. If things are down, if your bag is low, you go do something to get the bag up. You know what I'm saying? Like if your problems in life is happening, go do something to make it happen. You don't have to sit there and sulk. Sit there and sulk and it's not gonna do nothing. 1, you wasting time. That's time used that you could have been doing something productive. I'm telling you, I'm big on that, man. There's something you can do to make it better. Make it better. You know what I'm saying? By sitting around and sulking and having that negative energy, you're gonna lose. That's it. So in dark times, man, just pray about it and get to work and make it happen, yo. So no excuses.
Man, I appreciate it, bro. Guys, if you made it to this point of the podcast, you love what you're hearing, do us a favor, share it, like it, and give us a written review so we can get more listeners to hear what's going on with the Dreamcatchers podcast. Rick, I can't wait to check in with you again next year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Find out what AIP is doing and what's new with you.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, man. Be good.
All right. Bet, man. Have a good one, dog.
Thank you for joining the tribe today. We would love to hear from you. Please don't forget to rate, like, and share. Perhaps someone you know could benefit from what we've discussed. Until the next time, remember that your dreams should be real.